So what exactly did your students do together?
The students embarked on a series of tasks or activities designed by the four of us. We exchanged ideas and always had to come to an agreement in order to make it work. We had to first of all allow the students to get to know each other in terms of exchanging biographical detail using social media such as WhatsApp. We tried Skype, it couldn't work. It was also impossible for all students to to have Skype or to use Skype. And they started off by exchanging biographical detail using a picture or a video, and maybe talk about their favorite dish and why it is their favorite dish, and eventually moving on to more serious stuff like looking at the importance of water, because Cape Town at the time we had a drought here, whilst in Europe maybe there would be a surplus of water, flooding and so on. And we force students to think about and to talk about and exchange ideas about water as such, just as a common point of discussion. And eventually they had to reflect on the experience in the different phases of these activities or of the COIL project. So that is basically So that's basically how it worked. We also assess them, but the assessment wasn't as successful as we thought it would be. We had, as an incentive to get our buy-in from the CPUT students, to get them to participate and to motivate, we had to make sure that we allocate marks for them. Only then they would really be active participants. For the UCLL students, I think the marks, that incentive did not work. So that was something that we need to rethink. Although we discussed with our UCLL partners, we discussed the assessment with them, came to an agreement, but yet eventually we had to change from lecturer assessment to peer assessment to make sure that assessments do happen.